It appears very simple, embryo freezing, but the charges varies from every center. Can you believe it? When you have exceeded the freezing duration and you have to do some renewal, and at the time of renewal you are not responded, the treating facility cannot take any chance of discarding the embryos or using it for donation or doing it for research. Let's get into the 8th part of no IVF ICSI end to end, or say no IVF ICSI. In this part we are going to discuss about embryo freezing, embryo renewal and outcome of embryos that is frozen. So basically this is a very significant cost that is added in your IVF package and ICSI package. Sometimes it so happened out of intention or neglect. Sometimes these are all the things, hidden costs become hidden and it's not been revealed to the clients, or client ignore it, or client forget to check all these things. So basically you have to understand, whatever it is, there should be unbiased and there should be neutral approach and mutual benefit for the IVF center as well as the treating couples. So when you are giving consent for all the procedures, for all the treatments that has been undertaken for you, similarly you have your rights to take everything in written on all the treatment cost. In that, as always, I am constantly making you understand, keep a note with a pen and paper and take all these points. So you take the details. Embryo freezing, because it appears very simple, embryo freezing, but the charges varies from every center. Can you believe it? There is no uniform structure. There is no uniform treatment package. Some centers do the embryo freezing annual renewal, once in a year. Some people will do quarterly renewal. Some people will do half yearly renewal. Some people will do number of embryos basis renewal. Some people will do number of cryologs basis renewal. Suppose if they have taken 3 embryos in one cryolog, they charge per cryolog. Some people will charge for 3 embryos. So sometimes they keep 2 embryos in one and 1 embryo in other cryolog, they charge for 2 cryologs. So it's all depends. You have to understand and take a clarity, because you are spending. I have seen all the bitter experiences. I am not here to share the wonderful experiences what the couples have undergone, because everybody can get that. But what the problems faced by the couples while undergoing IVF ICSI, and that bitterness should not get transformed to me by means of my awakening and alertness, then that is very much welcome for you. I've seen some couples, because they would have anticipated 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, but suddenly so many added costs would have been piling up. They may be ending up 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs. What happens is, by spending this money, female partner feels I cannot do it frequently. I want to make it maximum beneficial and I don't want any compromise. But the male partner who is spending the financial expenses will feel the heat of it. Sometimes the budget would have exceeded his limits. He would have anticipated one cost and would have doubled or tripled. As a consequence, everything would have completed. Embryo transfer would have completed. Embryo freezing is something post-embryo transfer. But at this point of time, a serious misunderstanding takes between both the partners. They go even to the level of miscommunication, stopping the communication, or even separation. Yes, I've seen to all this extent. So don't take it lightly. Make sure all your cost is being completely made understand, and you anticipate, either you prepare for it or you avoid the cost. How to avoid the cost? Say, if embryo freezing is something which you feel you are not able to afford, ask them for a discount, ask them for a waiver, or you can very well say, I don't want. This is the way we should move forward. For the sake of financial reason, don't stop the treatment. Better you be very transparent to the treating physician and tell your capabilities and financial position, and make them also understand, so that you are in the same alignment. You both will go in the proper understanding. There should not be any difference between, due to financial reasons, there should not be any difference should arise. So this is one thing I want to make you all understand. Secondly, upon this embryo freezing, I want to make you one thing understand. it is your baby and it is your property. We are only a people who are doing the storage. We are carrying that embryos, that's all. We have no hold. It is your asset and it is your wealth. In that case, when you have exceeded the freezing duration and you have to do some renewal, and at the time of renewal you are not responded, the treating facility cannot take any chance of discarding the embryos or using it for donation or doing it for research, because as per the government norms we have to give multiple reminders, documentation, and then only when beyond a particular limits the couples have not turned up or not responded, then only the IVF center will have a hold on the embryos. Till then it is your property. So keep a note of it. So embryo transfer and excess embryos has to be kept in your mind while undergoing the treatment and based on the cost. So let me see in the 9th part.